Hey YouTube, it's Mike Pine Gangster, and today I'm bringing you guys a game which will prove to you guys why constant pressure is the most overpowered tactic ever created by EA Sports that basically takes zero skill, and I mean zero skill, for you to become an elite player just by activating this. Now, this game unfortunately starts off with my opponent scoring instantly, so I didn't get the beginning, the first few minutes of the game, but it doesn't matter. You gotta see what's gonna happen in the game, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why this game is completely broken. This tactic is completely broken. So I have a little bit of a cough, and why this has to be completely nerfed to the ground. Because if you don't nerf this, anybody, anybody that's average of the game becomes an elite player. Don't be fooled by the videos that you see on YouTube of people saying stuff like how to beat constant pressure, how to beat constant pressure. Guys, there's a saying: if you can't beat them, you join them, right? This game, all these pro players, all they do is abuse mechanics, Trivela shots, and so on. They get into like the most meta players, you name it. They do everything. They walk around with these $20 million squads, thinking that they're who knows what. Anybody that knows how to abuse mechanics and it has 20 million coin team could go 20-0 in this game. Okay, it's just the way it is. You don't have to be a pro player to go 20-0. Especially if you have good connection. Give you an example. As you're watching this game, this guy is leading to nothing. Don't worry, he's going to be leading even 3-0, and then I'm going to activate constant pressure. So you guys are going to see it with your own eyes. And the reason why I want to show you the whole game is because I want to show you the whole game of me going on constant pressure for like 70 minutes just to show you how overpowered this shit is. Okay. But let's get back to the conversation real quick. For people that follow me, know that I've played guys like AA Skills, and I've won versus guys at AA Skills. I have proof of it. You guys go watch the videos of it. Now, AA Skills this week hit a 20-0 in weekend league, of course, with his mega team, not with his RTG. Again, because if you're a good enough player and you're using broken mechanics and you have a solid squad that's worth millions, you're gonna hit the 20-0. It's as simple as that, okay? And of course, if you have good connection. So the first thing AA Skills said about his 20-0 was that he had moved to the West Coast on purposely. Now, on purposely because he's a content creator, which is gives him the opportunity to do these type of things. You see, this is where I put constant pressure because my opponent goes up 3-0, because he knew that back in the West Side, the servers were way more better there. Okay, so he says that he went there because he could get 5 MS, which he basically doesn't lag at all. Where, for example, everybody on the East Coast, like me, where he was, the game is just completely mudded, and that's why he said that he wanted to go to the West Coast because he wanted to basically achieve higher finishes, and he knew that playing in the East Coast, the way the servers are, there's just like no way in hell that it's going to be achievable because it's just constant bad gameplay, heavy bad gameplay, you know what I mean? Which the only way you will ever achieve 20-0 in the East Coast, unless you're a pro player with like this mega squad that's worth 20 million coins and you abuse every fucking mechanic that you can imagine, the only way else you ever do it is either by completely just being lucky and everybody you match up is in the East Coast with you and they're all mudded, okay? Now, as you can see, in this particular video, okay, my opponent goes up. Sorry guys, I have to get comfortable. I'm old. Goes up 3-0. Okay, and you saw me go into my settings and you saw me put constant pressure, right? I didn't change my team. All I did is put constant pressure on, right? I mean, I didn't change like my formation and stuff like that. I kept the exact same formation. The only thing that I've activated was constant pressure, and it takes me a few minutes, and it's a 3-1 game. Now, unfortunate for me to show you proof of it, I have to show you a full game of it. And the reason why I'm picking this particular game here is because I went down 3-0 very early on, just to show people that when people say stamina is working, it's not working. It's just not working. You're gonna see by the end of the game, my guys still have like a very good amount of stamina for going pretty much constant pressure for 70 minutes, and me like double man pressing this guy constantly, just basically constantly abusing this guy. Okay, and this guy has clearly like no chance of like getting out of his end. Like he basically is completely like choked up for 70 minutes. Now he's gonna get opportunities. Remember that when you go constant pressure, you gotta open yourself up for counters, but it doesn't really matter because your team is on fucking crack when you go on constant pressure. That you know what, you could stay like that the whole 70 minutes, and the guy, even if the guy will beat you, let's say if he beats you in a game like this, because you know he ends up getting a few counters in it, you're still gonna make him fucking suffer for 90 minutes, even if you don't win the game. Now in this game here, you know, of course I will win, you know, and knowing that I will win, I will score a crazy amount of goals for me to win, right? As you can see, the guy did go 3-0 up, which you'll see by the game. And like I said, the reason why I want to show you the whole game is because I want to show people the only way you actually see proof of something being overpowered is if you see the full thing. So as much as like people cut off stuff and show you like edit like certain like parts of the game, you don't really see the true story of what's happening. As you can see, it's a 3-2 game at the 45th minute. As you noticed, once constant pressure was activated, this guy had nothing left. Okay, now the Trivela shot, another broken thing. Now in this particular game, I will use the Trivela shot. I think I use it for the final goal, but again, by the time we get there, I do apologize. We're going to have to watch the full game again. Like I said, the way you see what something is when someone is telling you what's broken, you have to see it completely to understand it, right? Now, I know a lot of people were complaining about, for example, like connection issues. Okay, I may make a separate video about this, but I'm gonna do it also in this video. But most likely, I don't know if people are watching at the 7th minute of the video, so I'm probably gonna do another video explaining about ways to basically get better advantages of connecting yourself to servers that give you maybe better input lag, because for people that don't understand, for example, there's this thing called lag compensation that's been going on for a couple of years in FIFA, where if, for example, you have this amazing internet and the opponent that you end up playing against doesn't have the same speed as yours, the game kind of creates this lag compensation, so the game is more even out the playing field, because it wouldn't be possible for one team to be running at 100 miles an hour and the other team running at 20 miles an hour. So what they have to do is lag compensate, so basically they could try to put the guy that's going 100 miles an hour at basically the same speed as the guy that's going 20, so they compensate it in a certain way. This is why sometimes you feel like your players are like holding back, and that's because the lag compensation is kicking in and you're basically getting what a lot of people consider handicapped. Okay, also there's ways of seeing of getting like less lag compensation. Of course, you would have to have a worse connection. So it's like, how do you do that? Like, for example, I know this is gonna sound weird to a lot of people, but a lot of people they think that if you go LAN cable, you're gonna have a better experience. What if I told you if you go Wi-Fi, your experience will actually be better? You'd be like, well, that doesn't make sense. If you're going LAN cable, you should automatically get a better connection. You know, the thing is, when you're going LAN cable, your connection is very high, your lag compensation will be even higher. So if you go Wi-Fi on a 5G, for example, automatically you won't have the same speed as LAN cable, but you'll still have good speed because your internet roam is pretty good. You have a bit less lag compensation. Your gameplay will actually feel a little bit better. Okay, believe it or not, try it out. You'll notice it. Another thing that you could do is also turn down, for example, like if you're on a PS5, you could turn down like the graphics of your game, because the worse your graphics are, the less demand it takes for the game to to basically run. So that's another thing that you can do. Another thing is also, for example, people use different DSNs. Some people use the Google one. I can't remember which one that one is, but the one I'm using is one where you go to DSN, the first four are 1.1.1, and the second one at the bottom is 1.0.0.1. That's the one I'm using. You could look it up. You'll see there's just type in basically best DSNs for online gaming, and those ones are always going to come up because they're some of the most popular ones that seem to be like the most used. What exactly does it do when you do this? It basically puts you on their servers, on their DSN servers. And since I believe a lot of people are using these servers, okay, maybe the people you're matching up are using these servers. Maybe by you matching up versus people that are using the same DSN as you, you may have a better online experience. Now, is this a 100% guarantee? I don't know. All I know is that these little tricks, I've done it every year, and I've noticed difference in gameplay. I've noticed, better experience gameplay. Now, does it mean that I don't have any bad gameplay? No. I mean, there's games where no matter what, the servers are so heavy that the game is still bad, even with all these little tricks. But these are all little things you could try. And other stuff that people also do is, for example, like uninstall their game and reinstall it. For some reason, sometimes there could be like, updates to the game and stuff like that, which your old updates are on it. So sometimes it's like there's bad files still, like, I guess, in your, in your data, and it could create a bit more laggy stuff happening or stuff like that. I've also noticed that this is something that sometimes it does work. The only difference is that I've also noticed that, for example, after a while, the lag starts coming back, which again, it's hard to understand why this lag just keeps coming back. As you can see, I am up 4-3 here. I've been on constant pressure for pretty much the whole game, 70 minutes, and now I'm up 4-3, and the game is not even over. I mean, there's still 10 minutes left, and eventually you guys are going to see me hit the Trivela shot. I guess this guy now, after going down by 1, decided he should go constant pressure, which this is why, for example, like when people go into constant pressure, you should match them instantly. Even if you're up by 3 goals, if someone activates constant pressure, you should be activating constant pressure yourself. I feel like the best way to basically beat constant pressure is to be on constant pressure. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been using. As you can see, he gets a chance here to tie the game up as he puts constant pressure. Unfortunate. I think that was his Alan that missed the net there. But you're gonna see that. Is it here? I'm pretty sure it's pretty close. It's gonna be one of those corner goals where, again, it's a broken mechanic, a set play that a lot of people, a lot of the pro players or a lot of the top division players are using. You're going to see it here eventually. Give it a few seconds. I'm going to have to get a corner. So I'm going to get a chance at net. I think it's over here. I get the... Is it here? Yeah, I think it's here. I think his player, like, kicks it out or something. When is it, though? Yeah, it's right here. Look, I don't know what happened. I guess because the guy must be clicking quick buttons. So this is the set play that everybody does. They just basically pass it over here, and then you Trivela. And it goes in, right? You'll see the replay. You'll see that it's a Trivela shot from Danjuma. Again, these are all broken mechanics of the game that we've been a month and a half into this game and still hasn't been nerfed. Look at the Trivela shot. Look how easy it is just to pull a Trivela shot. Look. Straight in. It doesn't matter which angle you do it, as long as you do a Trivela shot, there's a very good chance, if it's a long shot, that it's going in the net. And as you can see, the game is going to end 5-3. So, as you can see, constant pressure, for people that believe that it is not broken, or people that believe that your stamina depletes, or whatever it is, I'm telling you guys, here's the proof. I'm showing you guys. This is the second video that I showed you guys about constant pressure, how overpowered it is. If EA does not nerf this, okay, we're all doomed, because this is the most broken mechanic ever existed in any FIFA. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I do apologize for a 15-minute video, but that's the only way I can show you the proof. Have a good day, guys. Bye-bye.